Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Dr. Taufiqurokhman dari Universitas Profesor Dr. Mustopo Bragama akan memberikan presentasi dalam acara Konferensi Internasional Community Development. Judul artikel Indonesian Government Policy Creating Food Security, Realizing the Ethic of the Nationalism. Penulis Taufiqurokhman dari Mustopo Bragama, Indah Christian dari Universitas Gapari Bandung, dan Abdullah dari Universitas Mustopo Bragama. Background. The abstract, the purpose of reading this community service article is how to see food policy in Indonesia in relation the ethos of nationalism, namely the fulfillment of household food with good, safe, and equitable quality standard. The problem of reading is how to look at food security from various sides, namely economy, social, and politics, so that food security doesn't cause ability. The methodology used qualitative with the descriptive analysis approach, with a research design using the theory of Creswell-Jewe 2014. Primary data were obtained from interview with decision makers at the Ministry of Agriculture of Republic of Indonesia. Secondary data were obtained from literature study and document related to food security. The result of research are: 1. The agricultural sector is the main pillar of development. Almost all the economic activities are centered in the agricultural sector. 2. The government is obligated to guarantee sufficient food, the good quality, price stability for the community, especially for low-income group. 3. The food security policy with a national perspective with the agricultural sector mentioned the need for agricultural center with the national perspective, streamline agricultural production with maximum result. Background. The journey of the government of President Joko Widodo and Vice President Ma'ruf Amin in the treading the life of the nation and state after reform, especially fixing the agricultural sector, Pakpahan 28, has experienced many changes in the development of national food security. Jiwono Darwanto 28, improvement in the agricultural sector accompanied by the pace of the development in various sectors continue to be carried out, including the agricultural sector of national food security toward the purpose Indonesia society. Method. Reading research in this study use a qualitative method with a descriptive analysis approach, with a research design using the theory Creswell-Jewe 2014. Qualitative research is research whose data is the experience it verbal from analysis without using statistical technique. The focus of research in the qualitative method, according to Sugiono 1914, namely research and saying the action to which policy create food security as realizing the ethic of nationalism. The research it focused on the policy of creating food security is realizing to ethos of nationalism in Rawan Ruli and R. Popi Yuniawati 1340. Primary data at this study was obtained for official of the Ministry of Agriculture. For secondary data obtained from literature study and document related of food security, the personal determination as the data sought is carried out using a purpose sampling model, which is selected with certain consideration in accordance with the REACH objective. The object of research in this study is national security as a result of the use of cyber media Sugiono 2014. Result and discussion. 4. Government policy to stabilize food security in the agricultural sector. 2. Education of law number 4 or 1996 and the concept of archipelago inside and the ethic of Indonesia food security national. Policy concept food security ethic of nationalism. 4. Problem and challenge of food security in realizing the ethic of nationalism and acknowledgement to the University Campus Professor Dr. Mustopo Bragama, who has given space for to author to do community service in saying food security policy in Indonesia in realizing the ethos of nationalism, namely how to fulfill household food with good quality standard, safe evenly distributed throughout Indonesia, by raising the issue of how to look at food security from various sides, namely economy, social, and political, so that food security doesn't cause an instability complex impact. Conclusion and recommendation. Conclusion this paper or ethical in that's the conclusion of the research with from food security policy that can create an ethos of nationalism are first the land of Indonesia, which good has best with abundant natural resources, is basically a force that can make the Indonesian people purpose and prosperous. But on the other hand, geographical position and condition are diverse and started. If managed not with the correct understanding of the archipelago, then the existing natural resources can become a weakness that can make the Indonesian people miserable. That's why an understanding of the archipelago inside in need as an implementation. Second, increasing food production is also an integrated effort of all components of the Indonesian nation for the implementation of the archipelago inside that focus on how to improve food security. Production technology produced by various academic research, financial institution, and government is needed for agro-industry development and improving agribusiness to ensure the availability of stable and sustainable production. Recommendation. The food security policy to realize the ethos of nationalism if the file has its own challenge and problem. So the author recommendation are must foster a good and comprehensive understanding of food nationalism in society. In addition to its implementation, the insight of food nationalism in making policy for agricultural and agribusiness center to improve food security must be realized, of course, with the active role of all parties, both directly and indirectly, and the obligator for the element sovereign, just, prosperous, and prosperous society. Therefore, it is necessary to improve the understanding of all components of the nation toward the archipelago inside, as the Indonesia perspective on itself and improvement based on Pancasila and 1945 Constitution. If reference this article by to the book Artiningsi, Azari, Karyeni, Damanik, and et al. In the paper. Terima kasih. Demikian paparan dari saya, Taufiqurokhman, dari Universitas Profesor Dr. Mustopo Bragama. Assalamualaikum